I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands a plan. Your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the hours it takes to get some power. Don't be f***ing sour. Take a cold shower. Scream until you're louder. Work until you're prouder. And f*** all the doubters, they're just your downers. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I'm just telling you to fight for your dreams, but it's not what it seems. Man, it's hard to be seen when everybody wants to be king. Yeah, they all wanna ring, yeah, we all wanna be free. So show me what you got, what you bring. How you fight in the ring, how you take a fucking swing. Do you got heart, are you mean? Got some scars, got some needs, are you willing to go bleed? I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
100 freaking assists. Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Gene. You guys are watching Lubed for season 14, or season 3, season 3, episode 67 for the 16th of April, not the 14th of April. Ouch, another owie to start the episode. 100 Club. That's right. Only 4 NHL players have achieved this miraculous accomplishment. And one of them just happened to be a former Oiler in Wayne Gretzky, who did it 11 times. 11 times. Mario Lemieux did it once. Bobby Orr did it once. And now Connor McDavid has done it once. We're going to get into a big discussion about that on History Rewrote. We're also going to dive into an absolute blowout last night as the Oilers close out the home regular season with a 9-2 victory over the San Jose Sharks. 9-2. Remember, this is the same San Jose Sharks. Well, I wouldn't say the same. There's been a few guys that have been traded since. But this is the San Jose Sharks that defeated us back in November, which was basically the demise of Jay Woodcroft. And, yesterday they crushed them. Like, you can't put it any more simpler than that. It was just a crazy, crazy output of offense from the Edmonton Oilers. Now, okay, let's put things into perspective. They were playing the San Jose Sharks. San Jose is not making the playoffs. I get it. San Jose is playing with depleted players. Like they got rid of a lot of their talent in the last 2 years, from Carlson to Thomas Hertl this year. I mean, yeah, this is not a very good San Jose team. It's not the team that they were when they had Brett Burns, Carlson, Pavelski, all those guys. So yeah. But still, 9-2 is not really an acceptable number to have in a game. So we'll break that down. Got the poll and the standings, and again, we're going to talk about the potential of Sportsnet doing their hockey poll. I'm not even sure still. It's really getting close. I guess I'll find out this week if it's happening or if it isn't happening. And then the final 2 games of the season. Unfortunately, one of them is the final game for a franchise, as the Edmonton Oilers will take on the Arizona Coyotes in Mullett Arena. It is the final game for that franchise, as they are going to be moving to Salt Lake for next season. And we'll see if they come back within the next 5 years, if they rise from the ashes and come back. We'll see. Also, we'll get into final comments if you guys want to chime in tonight. I encourage you guys to. But let's start it off with the Edmonton Oilers and the San Jose Sharks, as this was, like I said, an absolute blowout. It's one of those tough games that you think about, and you're like, was it a good game, or was it just kind of like, was San Jose just playing bad? I think the majority of it was probably San Jose was just playing very bad hockey. I want to say they have nothing to play for, but actually that's quite the opposite. They have everything to play for. A roster spot for next year, prove yourself, show yourself, and do something. So we'll get into all that stats right now as we dive into that huge game that led to a 9-2 thumping of the Edmonton Oilers. It makes me feel a little bit better after that Canucks loss. And by the way, I still got chirped on for the Vancouver Canucks game from my good buddy Blair at work. Whatever, Blair, good. Okay, they swept them. I'm hoping I get the last laugh and that the Oilers sweep the Canucks in the playoffs. Oh, I hope, but we'll see. No ill will to the Canucks. It's just it's friendly fire, and we like to chirp a lot. At the end of the day, if the Oilers were to go out, I am going to be rooting for a Canadian team one way or another. I want to see this drought end. I'm getting sick and tired of this U.S. markets always winning the cup. Like the last one was Montreal. So anyway, I'm way off topic right now. So let's get into the scoring summary of this thumping. And it would start in the first period very, 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 very quickly as Connor McDavid would score. And at first I thought maybe this was the 1,000th point, but it did somehow deflect off of him or whatever. And he ended up getting credit for the goal 53 seconds in. Very, very quick response by the Oilers. Darnell Nurse would get the assist, 1-0 Edmonton. Still in the first period. Adam Henrique at 4:01 from Brett Kulik. Still in the first period. Warren Fogle, the first of two of the night, at 10:40 from Leon Draisaitl. Still in the first period. You're going to hear me say that a lot, and it's going to annoy you guys. Dylan Holloway. His fifth of the year from Adam Henrique and Darnell Nurse. I tell you what, Dylan Holloway is really, really making a presence out there. He's really showing that he does not want to go back to the minors. So good kudos for him, man. Good kudos. He's been good so far. Okay. And we move on. Now we're in the second period, and this is finally when the Sharks get on the board. Daniel Guchin from Thomas Bordelot. It is now 4-1. The shutout broken. Whatever. Big deal. Now, another run of Edmonton Oilers goals here. As Warren Fogle getting his second of the night at 4:41 of the second period from Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Leon Draisaitl. It is now 5-1 Edmonton. Corey Perry, 10-11 from Evan Bouchard and Dylan Holloway. Again, you're hearing that name, Dylan Holloway. He's definitely showing that he can be an impactful player, which is all you want from all your hockey players that's representing your team. Now it's 6-1. At 13-18, Cody Ceci gets his fifth, assisted from Adam Henrique and Zach Hyman. And I think this is the one here that goes to, yes, this is literally like 30 seconds later. Evan Bouchard from Corey Perry and Dylan Holloway, 8-1. And this is the one. This is the one that we're going to talk about. Zach Hyman getting his 54th of the year, assisted by the 100-point man on this assist, Connor McDavid and Darnell Nurse. Wow. Like that, we're talking about the modern day version of hockey where these guys they're not the pasta-eating hockey players that they were back in the 80s and 70s. These are guys that train and eat and sleep, and they do everything hockey. For Connor McDavid to get 100 assists in this era is an accomplishment of its own. Like, I don't know. It's tough to say. It's tough to say if Gretzky could have got it. Like, I mean, he got it 11 times, but it was a different era. Like the players weren't. It's a tough one to say. It's two different eras, but I'm just saying, like, the players didn't focus on eating the right way, sleeping the right way, making sure you're getting rest, making sure that having physio and all this kind of stuff and working on your speed and all that. Like, the game is much faster. The game is much more skilled. But again, it's even for the course. So it's a tough debate to have. But all I know is Wayne Gretzky, when I was a young boy, he was like my hero. So I'm not putting anything against him. Anyway, this would make it 9-1, and then San Jose would get one more on the board to make it 9-2, and that would be a final. As Fabian Zetterlund would get his 23rd. William Eklund and Michael Granlund get the assists. 9-2 is your final. Obviously, San Jose has not punched their ticket to the dance this year, and this was a thumping. Let's take a look at some of the statistical breakdown here. As we'll start off with shots on goal, as it was 38-21 for the Edmonton Oilers. When it comes to the hits, 40-20 for the Sharks. So Sharks definitely out-hit us a little bit. Face-off percentage, 58.5 for the Edmonton Oilers. For the power play, Edmonton did not get a single penalty awarded to them. And if you remember, a couple games ago, there was a game where both teams didn't have a single penalty. I think it was Arizona, the last time they played Arizona. I'm not sure exactly which game it was, but no penalties were awarded to the San Jose Sharks in this game. So the Edmonton Oilers did have a single power play. San Jose Sharks, however, did have one, and the Edmonton Oilers were able to kill it. So they were 100% on the penalty kill. When it comes to block shots, I got 18-8 for the San Jose Sharks. I forgot to change the Canucks thing, but it is the Sharks, and it was 18-8. Sharks were 47% if you compare it to the ratio of their shots. Edmonton Oilers were 38%. So Sharks were still blocking more according to the shots that were being fired their way. So obviously Edmonton was firing more shots at San Jose, but 47% actually favored the Sharks. So they were blocking 47% of the shots the Edmonton Oilers took. Is basically what I'm trying to say. I know I'm mumbling on here. Ignore the Canucks thing. Brutal mistake. It was actually San Jose Sharks. That's the graphic from last time. Okay, let's go into the Stars once again for a second time in a row. This isn't a mistake. Dylan Holloway is the third star. I know I had him last time against the Canucks. This time he got 1 goal, 1 assist, making him the third star. Second star, Warren Foegele, 2 goals, 2 huge goals. Very impressive effort from him. And of course, I have to give it to Connor. Connor will get the first star in my books any day when you achieve 100 assists. Love you, Connor, man. Love you. You're an amazing guy, man. Oh, I can't wait for this year's playoffs. And, he's still focused. That's the thing. He's still very focused on a cup run. So what does that mean? It means the Edmonton Oilers are headed to Arizona. And this is kind of a bittersweet. And it sucks for the fan base of Arizona, but this is the final game the Arizona Coyotes will play until further notice. And it is also, this I can almost guarantee, this will be the final game ever, final NHL game ever played in Mullet Arena. Because if Arizona somehow figure out a way to get an arena plan and all this kind of stuff and meet all the critique that the NHL is throwing at them, because they basically are going to allow them to get a team within 5 years if they can meet a certain criteria. And I imagine, obviously, having an arena in place, which means you'll never see an NHL game at Mullet Arena. The Edmonton Oilers will be the last ever NHL team to ever play against the Arizona Coyotes at Mullet Arena. That we know with 100% certainty. Okay, guys. Yeah, history rewrote as Connor McDavid again. I know I'm going off a little too much on this, but again, Connor McDavid achieved 100 assists last night. Massive, massive, massive effort. The company that he's in, Bobby Orr, Wayne Gretzky doing it 11 times. Bobby Orr has done it once. Mario Lemieux has done it once. But Wayne Gretzky 11 times throughout his career. But that's it. Only four players in the history of the NHL have accomplished this feat. So, do you remember last episode when I was saying Connor McDavid is the best player in the world? Do you believe me now? If not, then I don't know what else is going to convince you, man. He's the best hockey player in the world with 100% certainty. When he's in company of those legends, when he's in the same conversation as those legends, yeah, he didn't do it 11 times like Gretzky did, but 11 times. Or sorry, but for him to do that is remarkable. Remarkable. And to think only 4 players have done it, and 50% of them wore the Edmonton Oilers crest is another mind-blowing thing. I'm so proud of Connor. It's, he actually was smiling on the bench yesterday. It was a good thing to see because he's usually so serious. He's like, you know what? Awards are for whatever. We're here for one thing. We're here for the Stanley Cup. And I get it. But it's nice to see that he actually enjoyed this because that's huge. This is something that he should have enjoyed and soaked it in. Because this is something that doesn't happen very often. So way to go, Connor. Way to go. Like, I don't know what else to say, man. To be in the elite company of Wayne Gretzky, Bobby Orr, and Mario Lemieux says a lot. Okay, guys, let's go into the poll and the standings here. As the Western Conference is wrapped up, there might be a little bit of jostling when it comes to the positioning between LA and the Vegas Golden Knights. But other than that, it's going to be what it is. So anyway, my community poll question for tonight is, now that Connor hit the century mark, 4 assists, can he do it again? Can he be one of 2 people, which we know who the other person is, and I don't think he'll ever, he won't catch Wayne Gretzky. It's impossible. I mean, his career will be long over before. I mean, he has to do it 10 more times. I mean, if he can do that, like, I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's not going to happen. But can he do it a second time and be one of 2 people to do it multiple times and be 2 Edmonton Oilers that have done it multiple times from the history of the league? That would be just sick. It'd be absolutely sick. So we'll see. We'll see what happens here. Go on to my community page. Scan that QR code first if you want, or just go directly to my community page to place your vote. I'd like to find out what your thoughts are on that one. So from a previous poll vote, I asked you guys, who is currently the best Edmonton Oilers defense? And 57% of you guys chimed in saying Evan Bouchard. 29% of you guys said Matthias Ekholm. and 14% said Darnell Nurse. And this was after Matthias Ekholm won the Molson Player of the Month and he's been playing just lights out lately. He's been scoring lots of goals too lately. So I asked you guys this, and I was surprised you guys picked actually Evan Bouchard. To be honest with you, I'm pretty surprised. I would actually if I was to rank him, I'm probably going Matthias because I'm thinking defenseman is a stay at home. I would say Evan. Oh yeah, I'd say Evan. Oh, it's tough to say. I don't know, man. Actually, I could see Evan. The Boosh bomb. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough. Maybe you guys are right. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, I think you guys are more leaning towards the right thing. I'm wrong on this one. Anyway, I'm gonna move on here. So yeah, there's the fantasy pool. Again, no word if this is going to happen. I will let you guys know as soon as I can regarding that. Did I not put the standings in? Yes, there's the standings. As you can see, the Edmonton Oilers 104 points. They are basically 7 points up on the LA Kings. Well, obviously they're gonna take second 100%, or potentially first if Vancouver. If Edmonton wins the next two and Vancouver lose their last games, then they could get first. That's the only possible scenario for that to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. But other than that, yeah, Vegas and LA, they're the two teams going to be jockeying for that one. As LA currently sitting at 97 with 81 games, and Vegas with 80. Ooh, Vegas has 2 games. LA has 1 game to. We'll see. We'll see it. Looks like if I was to think of how this is going to go, I think the Oilers are now going to play the Vegas Golden Knights because LA's got 1 chance to get to 83. Vegas has 2 chances to get to 84. So it's tough. I would have to look at who they're playing, and I can't remember who they're playing. It's going to be interesting. This week is going to be interesting. Those guys are playing actually tonight. I should have looked at the score, but I don't have it right now. Okay, guys, let's go into what is up next, and that is the last 2 games of the season, both road games, as they head out to Arizona, to Tempe, to take on the Coyotes for their last game as a franchise. And then they head out to the Ball Arena in Colorado for Thursday night. And then guess what? It all starts Saturday night. I don't know what the schedule is. I'll probably have, I will have all that, the schedule information on the Edmonton Oilers games when I come on next. And that's going to be Saturday afternoon sometime. I haven't decided what time I'm going to come on yet. But I'm basically going to do a recap of the Arizona game and a recap of the Colorado game, and then kind of a bit of a preview of the series that the Oilers are going to be facing, whether it's LA or the Vegas Golden Knights it'll be Vegas Golden Knights or LA. I think that's the only 2 teams that are in alignment. It doesn't matter. Even if the Oilers somehow manage to pull off and win the Pacific, I still think they'll face LA or the Golden Knights. All right, let's get into final thoughts for tonight, guys. If you chimed in, I'll answer your questions. If you didn't, I will move on. Okay, let's check this out and see. Okay, no comments from you guys tonight. I hope you guys are going to enjoy this playoff run. But there you have it. Still, nothing has changed as of April the 16th. That didn't change either. Why didn't that change? But regardless, it is the 16th of April. I know I changed all these graphics, but for whatever reason, they're still popping up as the 14th. Vegas to take on Dallas as it stands right now. That's the one thing that could shuffle. That's the only thing that I think could shuffle. Colorado's going to take on Winnipeg. That could change too, I think. I would have to look at the standings, but Winnipeg might be able to get home ice advantage in that series. Vancouver to take on Nashville, and then, of course, Oilers to take on LA or Vegas. And now it's starting to look potentially like it just depends how the next few days play out. And we'll have a complete playoff picture by Thursday night, actually, because I don't think there's any games Friday, and then everything starts on Saturday. So it should be a really good thing. Also, one thing I've been hearing, and I don't know if it was just a silly rumor, but some of the names they're spitting out if when the team moves to Salt Lake is, and obviously it's in the state of Utah, but I hear the Utah Yeti. I actually like that, the Utah Yeti. I think that would be a pretty good name if they go that direction. There's also talks about them being the Salt Lake Eagles, I hear. And then there's also the fact that they might still keep the Coyotes name. So we'll see what happens here in the next few months with that team. But I like Utah Yeti. I think that's a pretty cool name. All right, guys, if you are watching this channel for the very first time and like the content that I deliver, enjoy my shorts. Obviously, you guys are starting to enjoy my shorts. I'm noticing my view counts on my shorts going up quite a bit, and it's helping my subscribe count, which is awesome. So thank you very much, guys, for joining in, and I hope you enjoy this year's playoffs, and hopefully the Oilers will have a long run. As for the rest of you guys who have been with me through thick and thin, thank you. I so much appreciate it, and I can't say enough. But here we go, guys. We're in the final week. Last 2 games of the season for the Edmonton Oilers, road games. And then we're playing for real. And then we play for real. You guys have an amazing evening. We'll catch you on Saturday afternoon. I don't know when, but Saturday afternoon at some point in time. Have a great night.